You wake up, go to work, come home, repeat. Something feels off.
You can't shake the feeling that life is slipping through your fingers, that your existence is not your own. You feel disconnected, from your work, from others, even from yourself. And here's the truth, it's not your fault. Society was built to alienate you. Over 150 years ago, Karl Marx saw exactly what you're feeling today. He wasn't just a philosopher, he was a revolutionary who exposed how the system you live in strips you of your purpose, isolates you, and exploits you, the capitalism. He called it alienation, and if you don't recognize it, you'll spend your life trapped in it. Marx understood something most people ignore. Under capitalism, you don't own your life, the system does. And until you break free, you will always feel like something is missing. So let's break it down. Why do you feel so disconnected? And more importantly, how do you escape? You don't work because you love what you do. You work because you have to. Your labor doesn't belong to you, it belongs to someone else. You put in hours, but what do you get in return? A wage. Just enough to keep you alive and working. Marx saw the problem clearly. The worker becomes all the poorer the more wealth he produces. Think about that. The harder you work, the richer someone else gets. The more value you create, the less you have for yourself. Your energy, your time, your creativity, all drained, all turned into profit for someone else. And in return? A paycheck that barely sustains you. That's alienation. You weren't born to be a machine. But society molds you into one. You have dreams, passions, a unique mind. But does your job care about that? No, it wants you to produce, to be efficient, to function. Marx put it bluntly. The worker is reduced to the condition of a machine. You start to feel numb. You suppress what makes you you because it doesn't serve the system. Your talents are wasted. Your mind is dulled. And slowly, you forget who you really are. Look around. Do you truly connect with people, or are most of your relationships transactional? You meet, exchange pleasantries, maybe complain about work, and that's it. Deep connections? Rare. Everyone is too exhausted, too distracted, too busy trying to survive. Marx saw it coming. In bourgeois society, capital is independent and has individuality, while the living person is dependent and has no individuality. Money has a personality. But you? You are replaceable. Expendable. Just another worker, another consumer. That's why you feel alone even in a crowd. Society alienates you not just from your labor and yourself, but from the people around you. The worst part? You're alienated from life itself. The world feels dull, meaningless. You crave something deeper, but you're stuck in a loop: work, consume, repeat. They tell you happiness is just another purchase away, but deep down, you know that's a lie. Marx described it as life activity, productive life, being the very essence of man. But under capitalism, life itself appears only as a means to an end. You weren't meant to live to work. You were meant to work to live. But the system flipped it on you. Now, your life isn't your own, it belongs to the machine. Now that you see it, what do? First, don't blame yourself. Alienation is not just a feeling, it's a symptom of a broken system. And as long as capitalism exists, you will remain disconnected from your work, from others, and from yourself. This isn't just a personal struggle, it's a structural problem. And Karl Marx was clear. No amount of self-improvement, mindfulness, or career shifts will free you from alienation. Because alienation isn't a personal failure, it's the direct result of capitalism itself. As long as this system exists, alienation will continue. Because capitalism needs you to be disconnected, exploited, and powerless. It thrives on inequality. It forces you to sell your labor just to survive while a small class of elites reap the benefits of your work. And according to Marx, there's only one real solution: revolution. The proletarians have nothing to lose but their chains. They have a world to win. Marx argued that workers, people like you, are the true creators of wealth, yet you own nothing. You're trapped in a system that reduces you to a tool for profit. And the only way out? Overthrow it. This isn't just about complaining. It's about taking action, was the big answer of Karl Marx. He believed that only through collective revolution can we dismantle capitalism and replace it with a system that values people over profit, the socialism. A system where work isn't just a means of survival, but a meaningful expression of who you are. A society where resources are shared, labor is cooperative, and you are no longer alienated from your work, from others, and from yourself. And history proves it. No oppressive system lasts forever. The feudal lords thought they would rule forever, but they fell. Monarchs believed they were untouchable, but revolutions toppled them. And capitalism? It, too, will fall, if workers, the exploited majority, rise up and demand something better, according to Marx. But knowing is not enough. Revolutions don't happen through passive awareness, they happen through action. Marx didn't just diagnose the problem, he called for change. Structural change. Systemic change. Revolutionary change. Now you see the chains. What will you do next? If this video opened your eyes, don't let the message stop here. Hit that like button to spread awareness, subscribe for more deep dives into philosophy, and share this with someone who needs to hear it. This isn't just a video, it's a conversation, a discussion of mind and soul. Write in comment what do you think about this aspect of Karl Marx's philosophy and theory. Subscribe now.